Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Hello, yoga friends. So wonderful to be with you again today. And welcome to October. Woohoo! We made it through September. And I wanted to suggest that next class that we do, try to have a few items with you. And we're going to have a prop intensive class. If you can't find them, if you forget, it's okay. You can still participate. It'll be fine. But it will be really great if we could have a few props to support us for Thursday's class. So today's Tuesday. In 2 days we'll meet again. And good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Ellis. Good morning, Craig. So I'm just going over a plan I have for the next session on Thursday when we meet. It'll be October 7th, I think. If you could have a couple of pillows, we almost always have pillows handy, but make sure you have maybe even more pillows than usual. So if you have a proper yoga bolster, that's great. I personally don't have one at my house, but a couple of pillows is the first thing that I would suggest for Thursday's class. We're going to do a prop intensive class on Thursday. So another thing to have is a belt. Now you don't have to have this exact kind of belt. In fact, any kind of fabric will work. A bandana, a scarf, or just some fabric that you have that's able to help you out. So we'll use a belt or a scarf or a piece of fabric. And then here comes the hard one. Excuse me. Blocks. Now these are proper yoga blocks, and usually you buy them in a pair. If you want to purchase one, you can go to Joga. They sell them at Joga, but it's not super required. It's something that you might, if you're really into your yoga, you might want to invest in yoga blocks. But if you don't have yoga blocks and you want to just look around the house for some strong, sturdy, thick, squarish books, you could use a stack of books on the floor. Make sure they're not wobbly or slippery. Make sure that they can support the weight so that when you go up, I'll show you what I mean. So if you wanted to put your hands on there, that they would support you without sliding or slipping or collapsing. So an empty box probably wouldn't do it, but maybe a stack of solid books might do the trick. So on Thursday, we're going to work with blocks, pillows or bolsters if you have a bolster, and a belt or a piece of fabric. So that got your curiosity going, right? All right. For today, though, we'll just have a nice normal session. Let's start in our easy position with the legs crossed, if that's good for you. If it doesn't work for you, you can extend your legs out in any way that makes you feel comfortable. Make sure your back is straight, and let's let the hands rest on the legs. Lift through the spine from tailbone to the top of the head. Relax your shoulders and arms. Close the eyes. And begin to breathe with great awareness of the breath. Notice how it enters the body and where it settles when it enters the body. Try to slow your breath down. Now let's start today with a simple meditation. Breathing in, I want you to hear in your echo chamber of your head, of your mind, the phrase Sat. As you inhale, hear the word Sat, like an echo far off in the distance. And as you exhale, Nam. And this is interpreted from the Sanskrit different ways, but I like to interpret it as I'm seeking truth. Sat Nam. Some people interpret it as my name is truth. That doesn't resonate with me as well as saying, I seek truth. And remember that during your yoga practice, yes, we're going to do poses. Yes, we're going to work on postures, what we call asanas. But the asana, the posture, is just a way for you to connect with yourself. And there is no perfect expression of any particular asana. Some of them may appear beautiful to the observer. Some of them may feel beautiful to the participant. But the most important thing is that you are connecting with yourself honestly, with acceptance of your true self in the moment, not thinking about the future, not reflecting on the back. Your body is in the moment. Let your mind join your body and be in the moment. Hi, Annie. Hello, friends. Everybody's with us today. Wonderful. I was just telling Annie, I was just telling everybody we're going to do a prop intensive class on Thursday. So if you've got blocks or a stack of solid, steady books, pillows, or belts, or fabric, we're going to use all of that on Thursday for a special class that's a little bit prop intensive. And don't worry, it's not going to be too tough. It's just going to be a different way of doing the same stuff we always do. All right, now that we're settled in, let's drop the chin and let the back of the neck elongate. Let the head be heavy. Select each vertebrae in your neck to relax one at a time. And you may notice that you really need to release your belly in order for your neck to let go. There's a strong connection between your belly muscles and your neck. So release the belly, let it be soft and heavy, and then your head will fall forward. And see if you can really, every time you exhale, let it go deeper and lower, while at the same time you keep your back in a soft straightness. So not slumping. Keep your back more or less straight, but let the head fall way down in front of the chest. Exhale and relax. Nice. Take your right hand or your dominant hand and reach back and just give your neck a nice squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Come up by the base of the skull, go down by the shoulders. Find that spot that wants a little bit of attention and give it to it as you breathe slowly in and out. And then let's let the other hand join in and reach back. Just give yourself a nice neck and shoulders massage as you breathe deeply, and keep trying to relax your neck. And when you're ready, let's bring the head up, bring the hands to the legs, and stretch those legs out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones. We're just going to take our hands from hips to ankle. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. Slow it down. Breathe slowly and deeply. Beautiful. Come sit tall again. Roll your shoulders back. Let your shoulders go up. Squeeze them forward, up by your earlobes. Squeeze them back. Squeeze the shoulder blades way back, bringing the chest forward, and then drop them way down, creating a great deal of space between the ears and the shoulders. Really force the shoulders down. Feel the side of your midriff reaching down towards your hips. Yes. Keep it going. Big circling of the shoulders. Breathe. Awesome. Let's reverse it. Keep it large. Breathe. And then a bicycle movement. Let the shoulders move like you're pedaling a bicycle. And then go backwards. Awesome. Bring the arms out to the side and all the way up. Breathe in. And just let the right hand come down to the floor next to your hip. And let's Tilt over a little bit. Reach up, breathe in, both hands up. Other hand drops down by the hip on the floor, and over we go. Nice. Hands come back to the top of the legs. Let's reach down for the ankles or the toes and drop the head. Stay here in a caterpillar pose for about 5 slow breaths. Relax everything in the body, allowing yourself to be heavy. Let gravity pull you down without any resistance. Imagine you're melting down into the floor without any resistance, and just relax. When you're ready, slowly come back up. Let's bend the right leg. Grab onto the big toe with the 2 fingers and push the heel forward. Pull the knee back. Push it forward. Pull it back. All the way forward, all the way back. One more time. Hold it back. Grab the heel in the opposite hand and hold onto that leg like a baby. Rock it back and forth. Let's put the heel on the floor, kind of wide, out to the side. We're going to reach beyond the long leg. Bring your body down. Reach with a vibrant fingertips. The top of your head, look down at your knee, the top of your head reaching. Keep reaching. See if you can bring your body down a little lower. Breathe. And when you're ready, hands to the floor, push yourself up. Let's try the other leg. All right, we're going to grab onto the big toe with 2 fingers. Reach the heel forward, pull the knee back. Reach the heel forward, pull the knee back. Keep moving, keep breathing. Three more. Breathe. All right, bring that heel up and just hold on to your whole leg with your arms. Rock the baby. Beautiful, nice. All right, put the foot on the floor, let it go really wide, and reach down inside this knee. Reach down beyond your toes. Look down at your leg so your neck is straight. Keep breathing, keep reaching. Reach, reach, reach. Really reach with the top of your head and your fingertips. Let it be a strong stretch. Keep breathing. And hands to the floor, push yourself up, stretch out those legs, give them a good shake. And get ready to slide down onto your backside. We'll bend the knees and have the heels close to the hips. Arms can go wherever feels comfy. Just relax for a moment. Make sure you feel nice and settled on your hips and shoulders and the back of your head. Relax your neck, relax your midriff, relax your legs. Let your knees lean against each other for a moment and just notice your breath. Beautiful. Bring the knees to the chest now and bring the hands to grasp around the legs. Pull the legs in. Make yourself into a little ball. Let's bring the head off the mat. Bring your forehead close to your knees. Make yourself into the tiniest little ball you can. Keep breathing. As you squeeze in, try to clench the muscles of the buttocks, pulling yourself even tighter in. Awesome. Just go ahead and relax. Open yourself back up, stretch the legs out, and take a moment for yourself here. Just be heavy on the floor, very relaxed. Bend that right knee and bring it up. We're going to circle the knee around. Breathe as you move through a big circle, as big a circle as you're comfortable with. If you don't have any discomfort, make it pretty big. If you feel like there's something limiting your movement, then please don't push your limits. Everything in yoga should be guided by your inner wisdom about what's right for you, what's needed for you, what's beneficial for you. We're not trying to aspire to some great level of fitness or some huge twisty motion or some, image that we see in a magazine. No, that is not what we're doing. We're staying with ourselves, with acceptance, appreciation, and love. If something doesn't feel right, it's perfectly okay to wait until something comes along that will benefit you, or to modify it to make it your movement your body can use for healing. All right, let's stretch that leg straight up into the sky. And circle the ankle one way and then the other. Wiggle the toes a little bit. Flex and point the foot a few times. Find exactly what you need right now. If your knee is bent, that's okay. You can have a bent knee here or a straight leg as you like it. But do try to have the knee up above the hips so that you're not working your muscles to keep it there. It's just kind of poised there. So if your knee is bent, that's okay. All right, let's reach the hands and grab a hold of the leg and gently pull it a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Breathe as you move the leg through its full range of motion. Don't force anything. Be gentle. Slow the breath down, slow the movement down. Let's hold the leg at or near the range of motion's natural edge, what we call the therapeutic edge. Hold it right there. Keep breathing. Try to relax the whole leg all the way from the ankle to the hip. If you want, you can put one hand down and just hold on to your big toe. Bend the knee and slowly lower the leg to the ground. Let's spread our arms overhead and stretch the body long. Point your toes. Big breath in here. Expand your rib cage as big as it'll go. Big stretch. And relax. And it's time to bring up the other leg. Bend the knee and circle it around. Change direction whenever you feel like it. Make your circle as big as you're comfortable with. If you have a feeling of limitation in your hip, then you can make a small circle, or you can just rest and wait this out. You're not forcing anything today. Never force anything in a yoga class. Take it easy with yourself. Be gentle and breathe. It's really more about being present with yourself and your breath than anything else. The body will respond if you treat it with love. When you're ready, we'll stretch the leg up. And remember, if the knee is bent, that's okay. Reach for your leg with your hands, and let's circle the ankle. Wiggle the toes. Flex and point. And then do whatever feels good with that foot up in the air. Try to get the blood to reach all the way up to the toes. When you're ready, we'll pull the leg a little bit towards the face. And release back to vertical. Breathe. Exhale as you pull the leg a little bit towards the face. Try to find your full range of motion, your full expression of your therapy through stretching the hip and hamstring system. Keep breathing as you work with your leg. Now let's hold it at or near the edge of our range of motion, therapeutic edge. Hold and relax. Try to relax the whole leg from ankle to hip. Ready, drop it back down to the floor. Let's do another long body stretch. Arms reach overhead. Big breath in, expand your rib cage, stretch. And yawn as you like. Let everything go. Beautiful. Let's put the feet on the floor close to the hips and bring the hands alongside with fingers pointing towards the heels. Lift your hips up off the ground. Make a bridge between your heels and your shoulders. Squeeze your buttocks and lift just a little higher. As we lift our hips up, let's breathe deeply through the nose and exhale, pushing, blowing out through pursed lips. So breathe in through the nose and really expand your belly as you breathe in. This is a wonderful breathing position. And then blow. And really flatten your belly, bringing the belly button back towards the spine, forcing all the old air out. Let's try that for 5 more breaths. Breathing in through the nose, blow out through the lips. Keep it going. Reach your hands straight up towards the ceiling and roll your back down on the floor, 1 vertebrae at a time, starting in the upper back, mid-back, waist area, and lower back. Bring your knees to your chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in, release. Squeeze it in, release. Squeeze in, exhale, release. Breathe in. Keep it going. All right, this time we're going to hold the knees in with strong arms. Keep holding in, keep breathing. And if you feel comfortable, let your knees go a little bit wide. Let them go as wide as you feel good about. Don't force anything. And bring them halfway back and rock left and right. Rock across the back from hips to hips, shoulders to shoulders. Awesome. Bring your hands to the floor and stretch both legs up. Make a bicycle move with your feet. I'm going to ask you to bring your hands into the bicycle maneuver. Both hands and legs are going through this full circle. Let's make the circle a little bigger and make the movement a little slower. Let your legs come almost to the floor if you feel like you can handle that. That'll work your abs a little bit. That's good for the abs, good for the legs, good for the hips. Keep moving through a big, slow bicycle type circle. Keep breathing. Keep breathing, keep moving. I'm going to ask you to go reverse now. Reverse your bicycle and let the movement slow down even more and let the circles be even bigger. As long as you're comfortable with the movement, you don't have any joint pain in the hips or shoulders, let it be as big as possible and slow down. And know you're getting a little fatigued, probably in the belly or the legs or both. Let's keep going. Let's fight it. We're going to lay down the left side here in a moment. Keep breathing. The right side's going to keep going. The left side gets to rest. Left arm, left leg rest, and the right arm go backwards, bicycle big and slow. Try to make the left side not participate. It's a little bit of a challenge because I'll bet your arm wants to help out. The leg probably wants to rest, but I'll bet your arm is saying, let me do something. Let it rest. Let this isolate just the right side. Big, slow. Backwards, bicycle, just the right side. Keep breathing. Slow it down, slow it down, slow. Breathe. 3 more times, slow it down. Beautiful. 1 more time. And rest the right side. Let's bring up the left side. Backwards bicycle, big and slow. Disengage your right arm, right hand, right leg. Concentrate on just the left side, going big and slow. Backwards bicycle, slow it down, breathe. Put it Be as big as you can. Try to keep the right side disengaged. Focus only on the left. You're doing great. 3 more times. Slow it down. Breathe deep. One more. Awesome. Go ahead and lay that arm and leg down and just relax for a moment. Let's return to the meditative breathing of Sat Nam. Breathing in, hearing a distant, echoey type sound in your head saying Sat. And as you exhale, Nam. Sat. Seek the truth. Beautiful. Bend those knees, put those heels close to the hips, and bring your hands overhead. Stretch the arms up, and then bring them down. Fingers point towards the heels. We're going to lift the hips up again, back into our bridge. This time, if you would like, you can walk your shoulders together underneath your upper back, and then clasp your hands underneath your tailbone. Press your feet strongly into the floor, and notice your chest rising up to meet your chin, creating a little bit of a lock at the throat, bandha, and just relax the back of your neck. Squeeze your buttocks up a little higher. And let's do some strong breathing. Breathe in through the nose, blow out through the lips. Three more. Release your hands and reach straight up from the shoulders. Roll your back down on the floor. Stretch your legs out. Reach your hands towards your toes. Bring your head off the mat and look towards your toes. Relax your legs. Reach your hands towards your toes, bringing your head and shoulders off the mat, crunching in your belly, crunching in your upper abs. Scrunch. Keep breathing. Come up 1 inch higher. And slowly come on down, relax. Return to Sat Nam breathing. Beautiful. Let's roll onto one side, bend the knees, and let the head rest on the shoulder. Find yourself in side resting pose, fetal position. Relax. Let yourself really sink into the floor here without any resistance. Imagine your skeleton just sinking down, soft. Take that top knee and bring it to the floor in front of your chest. Take that top shoulder and let it reach back towards the floor. Open your arms out towards the ceiling. Palms up, fingers naturally curled. And your head can look up at the ceiling, towards the left or towards the right, whichever feels the best for you. Just relax in a spinal twist, meant to relax and heal Your cleansing breath. Return to Satnam breathing, hearing that sound in your head as you breathe in. Sat. As you exhale. Ready, turn back, come back to side resting pose. Stay here for about 3 to 5 breaths. Just relax. And let's come back onto our other side resting pose. Take a little curl into the body. Head rests on the shoulder or bicep. Knees are bent and stacked. Let yourself be heavy. Relax. Take that top knee and bring it a little bit up and to the floor just in front of your chest. Take your top shoulder and roll it back towards the floor. Open your arms out. Allow your hands to curl, fingers curl. And just let yourself be totally relaxed. Hit the hips, shoulders, throughout the spine, arms, legs, muscles of the face, the cheeks, the jaw, the eyes, the mind. Everything relax. Slowly, whenever you're ready, come back to fetal position, allowing the head to rest on the shoulder, the body on its side, resting. And then we're going to press into the floor and lift up, come up to seated. Let's try our hero pose. If you don't like hero pose, you can sit cross-legged. Good with it, sit on your heels, and remember you can always put a pillow underneath your knees or underneath your rear end, any modification that helps you. Or as I say, if you really just don't like hero pose, that's fine too. Just go ahead and sit cross-legged. All right, bringing the hands to prayer pose, bowing the head just slightly. The hands up overhead, breathing in. Stretching up, 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 long through the fingers, long through the shoulders, long through the side body, long through the spine, reaching up, breathe in. Exhale, bring that prayer hand right back to your heart. And let's crisscross the elbows and wrap the forearms eagle arms. Fingertips reach into the palm of the hand. Lift the elbows up to eye level. Hold and breathe. Feel your shoulder blades shifting forward, creating a little extra space in the middle of the back. Notice the change in the shape of your rib cage. Push your elbows a little forward and lift them up just a little more. Keep breathing. All right, unwind your arms, bring them out to the side, stretch them out, and let's reach behind the tailbone. Bring the hands together and straighten the arms. And this is a place where you could use your fabric or your belt if you cannot get your arms straight back there. And even if you can, maybe it's nice to just use the fabric. We're going to lift the forehead, lift the chin, squeeze the shoulder blades at the top, right at the base of the neck. Squeeze for all it's worth back there. Squeeze, push your shoulder, push your sternum forward, breathe in. And let's see if as we exhale, we can drop the squeezing area to the middle of the shoulder blades and bring the face to a level position. Squeeze in the middle of your shoulder blades for all they're worth. Breathe in. Feel your sternum move forward. And then slide the squeeze down to the base of your shoulder blades and drop your forehead. Bow your head. Bring the chin close to the neck. Lengthening the back of the neck. Squeeze at the base of your shoulder blades for all they're worth. Let's slide it up. Breathe in. Exhale, slide it down. Slide it up, breathe in. And slide it down. Release. Bring your hands in front again. Let's see if we can crisscross the elbows the other way. Whichever elbow is on top, do it the other way this time. Wrap the forearm, fingers come into the palm of the hand. Bring the elbows up to eye level. You can gaze towards your inner elbow there and breathe. Notice the change in the shape of your rib cage as your elbows come forward and up, creating space between your shoulder blades. Keep breathing. And then open the arms out, stretch, breathe in, and bring the hands behind the tailbone again. Interlock your fingers or use your cloth. And here we're going to bow forward, bringing the face close to the knees, and the hands come up overhead. Rise up and take a nice breath. This time we're going to go down, and if you want, you can come off of your heels and lift the hips up, putting weight on the top of your head. This is optional. Coming down. Lift the hands up overhead, and if you want, you can come up onto the top of your head, allowing the hands to come even farther over the top. And then down come the hips, up comes the head, release the arms, and just give them a nice swing, left and right, front and back, breathe. Let's let them go back over the top, breathe in. Nice. Let's get ready for our plank. Remember, we are doing the 60-second plank challenge, and we're putting in some special moves. You can change, you can modify, or you can wait and hold out. You don't have to do the full 60 seconds. If it's too much for you, don't feel bad. Some of us have been working on this for months now, and so we're getting pretty good at it, but if you're just starting, take it easy. All right, we're going to find ourselves in the push-up position, but an option would be to be down on your elbows, especially if you have wrist issues. So if you're good, let's get ready and hold for 10 seconds or so. Count to 10, and as you stand in your basic plank, push your heels back and feel a stretching in your calf muscles and Achilles tendon. Remember, we need to lower the hips. Keep breathing. All right, let's see if we can do the Spider-Man today. Bring the knee to the elbow or close to it and come back. Spider-Man, one knee and then the other. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Yes. All right, let's see if we can touch a shoulder. Touch the shoulder, come on down. Touch the shoulder, come on down. Touch the opposite shoulder, come on down. Touch the opposite shoulder, come on down. Find yourself in basic plank again. Push the heels back, lower the hips, keep breathing. Bring a knee to the nose, come back. Other knee comes to the nose, come back. And if you want to try side plank, turn the feet onto their edges and lift one arm. Come on down. Let's try it the other way. And come on down. Let's find our knees on the floor and push back to pose of a child. Walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead down to the floor in front of your knees. Relax. Slowly rise up and find yourself in table position. Let's do thread the needle. Bring your right hand behind your left wrist and slide it through. Bring the shoulder down, bring the side of the face down, and lay your temple or your ear area on the floor. Just a little gentle twist here. Let's take that top hand and reach back for the small of your back. Let the elbow go back towards the back of your head. And then back to the floor and come back to table. Take a moment to cat, cow a few times. And we'll thread the needle the other way. Left hand behind right wrist, bring the shoulder down, bring the side of the face down, and let's just stay in a simple half twist here for a moment. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to the small of your back and bring the elbow way back. And to the floor, push yourself up, cat and cow. And get ready to push yourself up to downward dog. Turn your toes under, make sure your hands are strong on the floor. Lift the knees up, drop the head down, find your feet in the perfect place. Push your hips back and up. Push your shoulders away from your wrists. Drop your head between your arms down towards the yoga mat. Bring your right foot to the middle and bend the left foot, left leg, bring the foot off the floor, extend it out, bend, extend and bend, extend and bend, extend and down. Trade feet. Now the right one lifts up, extend and bend, extend and bend, extend and bend. Extend and bend, bring it down. Find yourself in perfect downward dog that feels good. Push back and up. Drop the head. Bring the knees down. Widen out your knees, wider than your hips, and sink down into wide-legged pose of a child. Let your fingertips come together, elbows go wide, turn your head to one side, sink down to the floor. Maybe your heart touches the earth. back to table. And let's cat and cow. Cat, arch the back up, drop the head and tailbone. Cow, lift the face, lift the tailbone, sink the middle of the back down. Take your time, breathe as you move. And come on down to seated on your hips. How's everybody doing? Still with me? You're doing fantastic. That's how you're doing. I know. Find yourself in a nice straddle. Take a moment to settle in. Pulling the flesh away from your sitting bones if that suits you. All right, so we're seated in a straddle. Now, if you can't get your legs as far apart as mine, please do not judge yourself. Wherever your legs are, as long as it suits you, that's perfect. Bring your hands a little bit in front of the knees. And we're just going to look over one shoulder. Stay here and breathe. And then come back to the middle. Have a breath here. And look over the other shoulder. Stay here and breathe. And let's go back and forth. Back and forth. Looking over one shoulder and then the other. Come on up, sit tall, and bring the arms to hover above the legs. Reach beyond your toes on one side and then the other. Come back to the center. Lift the arms up, breathe in. Send the right hand down and let it come underneath the belly and over we go. Lift, cartwheel the arms around, and breathe as you bend the other way. Let's keep it moving, nice and fluid. Working with the breath more than the movement. Nice. Come on up, lift the hands out and up, breathe in. Find your prayer and pull it down. Keep elevated through the spine, pushing the hip bones down into the earth, lifting the top of the head up. Relax your arms, relax your hands, relax your mind. Stay with yourself here. Beautiful. Hands behind your hips on the floor. Bring the knees in. Crisscross the knees. Bring one knee on top of the other. And then grab the ankles and pull them back just a little bit. The purpose is to see if you can get the knees to stack vertically in front of your hips in the center. And the feet are back by your hips. Hands can rest on the soles of your feet. Stay here for a moment. Close the eyes. And if you feel so inclined, you can bend forward, bringing the forehead close to the knees. Beautiful. Lift it back up, and hands behind your hips on the floor. Bring the legs around the other way. Grab those ankles, pull them back. Hands rest on your feet. Mind becomes still. So stay with yourself here. Be with yourself. And if you feel so inclined, you can bend forward, bringing the forehead down to the knee. Lifting up, hands behind your hips, and let's put the feet on the floor, Let's see if we can come up into yoga squat. We have our feet, toes pointed out underneath the hips, knees and elbows working in opposition, elbows pushing out, knees pushing in, hands in prayer pose at the heart. Lift through the top of the head. Allow yourself to shift weight on left foot and right foot, hovering just half an inch one way and then the other. Beautiful. Put your hands in front of your feet, drop your head and lift your hips, forward fold. Awesome. Let's bring the left hand to the right foot's little edge side and swing your right hand up into the air. Look in the direction it went. Bring that hand down. Reach for the opposite foot, the little toe edge. Grab hold and swing your other hand up. Look in the direction it went. And bring it down. Hands to the floor in front of your feet. Move your hips in a figure eight. Bend the knees. Bring your hands to your knees. Push against your knees. Bring your body up. Let's come to standing. Take your right hand and bring it back like you're doing the backstroke. Bend the knees. Lift it up. Breathe in. Straighten the legs. Drop it down. Push it up. Drop it down. Change sides. Change sides. Backward stroke with one arm. Drop it down. Lift it up. Breathe in. Drop it down. Push it back. Sweep forward. Reach back. Both arms reach up. Stretch up. Breathe in. Nice wide stance. Let your toes point out. Put your hands in prayer pose and move those hands in a circle. Let it be the biggest circle you can without doing any forward fold. Try and keep the body upright. Breathe. Change direction. Let's go the other way. Up, five-pointed star. Bring your hands way out to the top, edges of your reach. Breathe deep in. Reach up. Bring your feet together. And let's stand in mountain pose. Heels connected to the earth. Balls of the feet connected to the earth. Arms hang from the shoulders. Lift your sternum, lift your face. Relax your arms and shoulders. Lift your knees, tuck your tailbone under, lift your heart. Tuck the belly in. Let's let the right hand slowly rise. Watch it rise. Let it reach up for the ceiling. Look up at your upper hand, reach it up, stretch it up, breathe in. Carefully cast your gaze down at your lower hand. Keep reaching that right hand up. Make sure your lower hand is completely relaxed. Carefully work your neck slowly. Look up at your upper hand. Breathe in. Reach up. And let that hand slowly drop. Watch it slowly go to hang next to your leg. Look at it down there. And let's look at the other hand. It rises. Watch it rise. Keep watching it. Slowly rising up. Breathe in. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Up, up, up. Reach up. Keep reaching up carefully. Cast your gaze down at your lower hand. Reaching up, looking down. And let's cast our gaze carefully upward at the upper hand. Reach up with all you have. Reach up and breathe in. And slowly it lowers. Watch it slowly sinking down. Let it hang next to your leg. Roll the shoulders back for me. Release your arms and press your feet into the floor. Lift your heart. Bring your hands in front, palm up, like you're holding a tray. Turn the palm down, press down, exhale. This time we'll lift a knee with the hands. Find your balance. Press it down. Lift a knee, press it down. Lift a knee, press it down. Keep breathing. All right, this time we're going to lift a knee and put the heel way back. Circle your arms backwards. Circle your arms forwards. Swing the arms forward, step up. Lift your other knee, step back. Arms circle backwards. Circle forwards. So swing both hands forward, step up, and let's come back to seated. Take this time for yourself. Notice how you feel. Interlock our fingers and squeeze and release a few times. Imagine that this represents your heart beating right in front of your chest, your arm. Your hands are squeezing and releasing. Breathe in and out as you squeeze and release. Let's move our hands in a circle away from the chest and back in. Breathe. Keep squeezing and releasing. Invert, push through, round your back, drop your head. Come back to prayer. Soft. Let's take the right fingertips with excessive gentleness. Touch your elbow. Left fingertips gently touch your inside of your other elbow and just lightly bring it all the way to fingertips touching and reverse. The gentlest of touch, the softest expression of sensation. Feeling your skin with your fingertips. Come back to your prayer pose. Close the eyes. Bow the head. Spend the next few moments in quiet contemplation of your life. And know that your life is, you are not your life. Your life is a gift that's been given to you. Appreciate it, use it, celebrate it, share your enthusiasm, and believe that peace is possible in this world. Believe that peace can spread from our hearts, filled with love, seeking understanding and truth. Let us be a beacon for peace in the world. And remember, on Thursday we're going to do a special prop class, so get your stuff together so we can do some exciting different things in yoga on Thursday. Namaste to each and every one of you. I love you so much. Stay well, spread peace, keep doing your yoga.